There you go.
Oh, it's me. Okay, so we finally got all the parts working together. Hi, and welcome to Meditation in Moonbeams. This is where we talk about how to use moon phases for manifesting, and then we follow up with a guided meditation to support your mental well-being and your emotional goals. This meditation series is brought to you as part of the UMA Health Integrated Care Program, and today is Wellness Wednesday. Can't believe it's been a week already since we were last together. My name is Rhonda Kaikendar-Jabari, and I'm a master level Reiki practitioner and teacher, meditation guide, certified chakra therapist, certified aromatherapist, wellness practitioner, ritualist, and author. I help people regain a sense of control and balance in their lives using Reiki, meditation, chakra balancing, and aromatherapy to remove and release any energy that no longer serves a positive purpose. You can learn more about me on my website, www.wellnessuprising.com. Today is February 25th, and we're going to discuss the March 11th Sagittarius last quarter moon phase. And then we'll end with a meditation for integration. Yep. Okay. So for the purposes of meditation and moonbeams, here's how we approach the 4 major lunar cycles. The new moon symbolizes new beginnings, fresh energy, and the planting of seeds for future growth. So it's the ideal time to set intentions, start new projects, and align your energy with what you wish to manifest in your coming lunar cycle. The first quarter moon represents a time for action and facing challenges head on. And as you move through this phase, you're encouraged to break through obstacles and focus on growth, which will help your intentions take root. The full moon, which we discussed last week, is a time of culmination, manifestation, and reflection. So that's when the energy reaches its peak, and it makes it a really powerful time to release what no longer serves you and to celebrate what's already been achieved. And today we're talking about the last quarter moon. So that's a time of reflection, introspection, and letting go of any lingering energies before the next new moon when the cycle starts all over. So we're now, or will be, come that March 11th last quarter moon, will be in a time for clearing, rest, and preparation for a new cycle. Being aware of the moon phase every day, I always say this, can help you to make more conscious decisions about what to do and what not to do on a given day. So let's talk about this last quarter moon in Sagittarius. The last quarter phase is they call it a sacred pause between effort and renewal. So it's not a time of beginning and not quite the time of ending. It's really a time for understanding. Sagittarius brings truth, belief systems, learning, teaching, meaning, travel, philosophy, and the stories we tell ourselves about our lives. So when the moon is in a waning phase here, Spirit turns the light inward and asks, what do you know now that you didn't know when this cycle began? So this is a moon of recalibration, not correcting through force, but really about coming into alignment through honesty. This phase dissolves illusion gently but unmistakably. So it might feel not so gentle, but it really is. So the things you might notice are less tolerance for emotional noise, sudden clarity about relationships or commitments, fatigue around overpromising or overgiving, a desire to simplify plans, and wisdom surfacing from experiences that you already had but haven't processed yet. Sagittarius energy widens perspective, but the last quarter narrows focus. So together, you'll find yourself in a phase of discernment. So you won't have more options, but you will have better choices. So, astrology aside, this is how this energy is going to affect everyone, regardless of your sign. Um, Mental decluttering. Your brain is going to start sorting beliefs into truth versus habit. You'll find yourself entering a period of emotional honesty where avoidance becomes more tiring than just facing what's there. You may feel an urge to reevaluate commitments or to renegotiate your time and energy and expectations. You may feel a reduced tolerance for performative living. So roles that no longer fit begin to feel heavy. You just don't want to put on a face or an act for anyone or anything. And we'll all feel a need to prepare for closure. It's not about ending things, it's about continuing the next cycle, but not carrying old stuff with us. So, this is integration energy. The psyche is stitching together lessons from the past month. The signs most influenced are, of course, Sagittarius, because this is a Sagittarius moon. And so they may find themselves faced with identity recalibration, redefining what freedom actually means to them versus whatever they're escaping. For Gemini, relationship truths begin to come to the surface. So conversations will clarify what's mutual and what's maintenance. Virgos, this is all about lifestyle correction. You always in mind, body, soul, spirit, everything, but especially your body wants routines, and they want routines that support you, not just that may be productive, but you want to be supported. Pisces, watch your spiritual boundaries. You will find yourself feeling like you need to be more structured in your compassion and less sacrificial. So if you want to start moving toward this energy right now, here are 5 things that you can do to come into alignment between today and March 11th. Cancel one non-essential commitment to create energetic space for clarity to land. Revisit a decision that you rushed last month. You now have information that your nervous system didn't have at that time. Spend 20 minutes learning something slowly, not just scrolling all day and all night, but actually gleaning some understanding. Sagittarians tend to feed on meaning. Walk without headphones at least once. Let your mind reorganize without input. And I love this last one. Write a no longer true list. So, what has expired in terms of your beliefs, your roles, and your expectations of yourself and others' expectations of you? Now, foods that support this energy, Sagittarius rules in terms of body parts, the hips, the liver pathways, and assimilation, physical and psychological. So choose foods that help the body process and release. Bitter greens are good. Arugula, dandelion, mustard greens, all of those are good choices right now. Citrus, which is almost good year round, but citrus like grapefruit and lemon water, turmeric or golden milk, roasted root vegetables, and herb teas like ginger, fennel, or chamomile. So the week leading up to that March 11th energy, your body is sorting. So make sure that you eat simply. If you're interested in meditation and journaling prompts, here are a few things to whet your appetite. Ask yourself, what belief have I outgrown but still act from? Where am I busy instead of aligned? What truth have I been waiting for permission to acknowledge? What am I ready to stop explaining? And if nothing changed my perspective, what would soften immediately? So remember that this moon doesn't demand action, it offers orientation. We're not beginning yet. I know I've said that a few times, but I can't say it enough. We're understanding why the next beginning will be different. So let's move on to our guided meditation about integration and honest alignment. Oh, one more thing, my mini ritual. I'm sorry. So the last quarter moon in Sagittarius mini ritual. This ritual isn't about fixing your life, it's about correcting your aim. We got a little bit of late start, so I'll be going kind of fast, but you can always use the YouTube link to go back. The best timing for this ritual is between March 10th and March 12th. Make sure that it's whenever you make sure that at the time you don't feel restless or mentally loud or overcertain. All you need is a white or deep blue candle, a small bowl of water, a pinch of salt, and a paper and pen. Add the salt to the water and place the candle behind the bowl. Sit down and make sure that both feet are on the floor and take 7 slow breaths. And you know, the 4-6 count that we do, inhale for 4, exhale for 6, that's perfect. Do that 7 times. And you can say to yourself or aloud, I am willing to see clearly, even if clarity asks me to change direction. And then light your candle. So Sagittarius rules the beliefs that steer your decisions. So on the paper, complete these 3 prompts quickly. And I say quickly because you don't want to overthink it. A story I keep repeating about my life is, a truth I defend even when I'm tired is, a direction I insist on even though it feels heavy is, and something I used to believe but no longer fits is. So you can complete any one of those prompts and then circle the one that gives your body a reaction. Like you may notice that your jaw will tighten a little bit, or if you feel pressure on your chest, you may feel a need to take a big breath and sigh, or you may feel irritated or relieved. So fold the paper once and hold it between your palms at heart level and say, I release the need for certainty that blocks wisdom. I allow a new understanding to replace effort. Dip your fingers in the salt water and touch, in this order, your forehead, your throat, and then your solar plexus. This is representative of thought, expression, and direction. Blow out the candle and then relight it, like blow it out, take a breath, and then light the candle again. And that signals the belief ending, but awareness continuing. Turn the paper over. Write one simple directional statement. Doesn't have to be a goal or a plan. So some examples are, I am allowed to learn instead of prove. I move toward what feels spacious. I no longer need urgency to validate purpose, or I choose understanding over being right. Whichever one you choose, read it aloud once, and then place the paper under the bowl and leave it there, under the bowl of water, and leave it there overnight. The next morning, you get up and discard the water and just pouring it down the sink is fine. And keep the paper for the next 2 weeks because that'll become your mental compass until the new moon arrives. Then with your hands on your thighs, take one steady breath and exhale. And say, I do not chase meaning. I let meaning reveal itself through aligned movement. And then your ritual is complete. So again, you can pull this up on YouTube. I'll be posting the YouTube link to go back for any notes. So now let's move on to our guided meditation for integration and honest alignment. Trying to be respectful of everybody's time. Sit comfortably with your feet on the floor. If you're not comfortable with your feet flat on the floor, then just gently cross your legs, but make sure that your spine is upright, but not rigid. Rest your hands on your thighs and take a slow inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale through the mouth, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let your jaw unclench. Let your tongue rest. And feel the weight of your body being held. Notice where you make contact with support. Your feet on the ground. Your hips in the seat. Your back against the back of the chair. And your hands. You know, we're so accustomed to having to do everything ourselves that it can be difficult to relax. You don't need to hold yourself up right now. Let gravity participate. Breathe naturally and silently say, I am here. I am here. I am here. Nothing else is required in this moment. So let your breath settle into its own rhythm. So this moon works on understanding, not decision making. So you want to stay outside of your thoughts, notice them, but don't enter them. Imagine your mind as a room after activity. And you're not cleaning that room, you're just turning off the lights. As you breathe, each inhale gathers attention, and each exhale releases commentary. If a thought comes to mind right now asking for resolution, just say to yourself later, not now. This is a time to allow space between your thoughts. Now, bring one hand to the center of your chest. And breathe into your heart space. This is how we reveal truth gently. Ask inwardly, what have I recently learned about my life? And don't think, don't hunt for the answer, just wait. Now notice what came up just then. It might have been a memory, a sensation, or a knowing. Whatever it is, allow it without argument. So inhale once to receive truth. And when you exhale, soften around. Now repeat silently. I'm willing to see clearly. 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 Understanding is never rushed. It doesn't rush, it settles. Now bring awareness to your hips and lower back. Sagittarius governs direction and movement. And notice where you hold effort in your body. Ask quietly, where am I pushing instead of aligning? Feel your breath, and with every exhale, let tension drain down your legs into the ground. You're not abandoning responsibility, you're abandoning force. Now repeat silently, I release strain, I keep wisdom. I release strain, I keep wisdom. I release strain. I keep wisdom. I release strain. I keep wisdom. Feel the body reorganizing around ease. Now imagine a warm light at the center of your forehead. This is insight that you've earned. You didn't search for it. With each breath, allow it to move slowly, very slowly through your body. Feel it moving through your forehead, your throat, your heart, the solar plexus, down through the hips, legs, and feet. Everything you learn this cycle settles into place. No decisions are required, only orientation. Bring both hands to your heart or rest them gently on your thighs. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And silently affirm, I release what has completed. I carry forward what is true. The next step will reveal itself. Now, within your natural breathing pattern, just take a deep breath in and release. And slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you are ready, open your eyes. This work was not action, it was alignment. And alignment is what prepares the path ahead. Thank you for sharing space with me at today's meditation in Moonbeams. I invite you to return next week, which will be February, which will be March, I believe March the 3rd, at 1 p.m. Pacific, for another session brought to you by the UMA Health Integrated Care Program and guided by me, Rhonda Jabari of Wellness Uprising. May your journey be illuminated with clarity, your heart overflow with compassion, and your spirit rest steady and grounded. Until we meet again in stillness, find peace, and be well.